You know, do you even bring that conversation up?
No.
And this is how we start the show.
Yeah.
All right.
Cyclone.
Cyclone.
Hey everyone, my name is Jason. I just beat Spider-Man 2 on PS5 and I'm very happy Maze.
I'm Tia. Congratulations.
Yeah, save New York.
He did it.
Yes, I did. But we're not here to talk about that today. Today, you can kind of consider this a side story of the Jaguars videos we've done.
Are we doing a side quest?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're talking about the Fender and Squier Cyclone. So, I'm gonna start with the Squier because that's what I know the most about first. This is from the Paranormal series. There have been 2 revisions. I believe this comes in Olympic White and Candy Apple Red. There was a shell pink one. If you don't believe me, look at Ryan Burke's video from 60 Cycle Hum. It's colored like him. He made that joke. He made that joke. He made.
All right, Xander's pink.
Yeah.
We have up there.
Yeah, it's okay. You can say it.
Yeah.
I am not going to touch that.
But that aside, as far as the finishes, you do have an Indian Laurel neck with the friendly Gibson scale length of 24 3/4. And the fretboard is Indian Laurel. You also have 3 single coil pickups in a Strat-like configuration. And the thing that I love in the thin line Jaguar, but hate in every others, is the 3-way switching. However, this one you don't have a low high pass filter. You have a switch for each pickup, unless I'm wrong. And then you can correct me in the comments.
And on to the Cyclone 2. This line was made in Mexico. It features a rosewood fretboard on a maple neck, older body. Instead of having Strat pickups, this guitar has Jaguar pickups. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Mike, all right, cool.
On to the sounds.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, yeah. So starting from neck. Now is middle. Final thoughts and first impressions. Jason, let's start with you real quick. How'd you feel?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like the Cyclone is for me. So I'm coming at it from that perspective. To be real, I struggled playing both, but depending on what they're going for now, I could see the appeal of the Squier. If it were me out of the two, I would go with the Mexican. I think it plays.
Maybe rephrase that.
Yeah. Right.
That's your medium. Out
of the two, I would go with the Cyclone 2. I think it just plays and sounds better. And of course, the ultimate winner is Rosewood in that. Even though Indian Laurel is a good substitute, also it has a stripe.
That's a cool factor.
Yeah, that's a cool factor. That's the one I would pick. I didn't hate the Squier, and I would say that the neck on that is still the typical Squier thin. I don't know which pickup you were on, but when you were playing it, I actually looked up because I was like, oh, that sounds really good, clean. Like, you can tell the difference. The Fender, like, I'm more used to the Jaguar pickups, even though on paper, Strat and Jaguar pickups aren't that different. They are, but that's a whole different episode. Yeah, in short, they're not my bag, but for the money, I don't think you can do wrong with either. It just really depends on what you want. So yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, I agree. Between the two, they straight up do not feel like the same guitar. I'm just gonna put that out there. I know that they are technically the same model, but they just don't feel like the same guitar whatsoever.
So I was gonna ask about the Squier. Did that feel more like a Cyclone or more like a Mustang?
Neither.
Neither.
Well, yeah, a Classic 5 Mustang. The Cyclone, it feels like, I'm talking like weight-wise and to me sound-wise, it's very full. Like, it feels like a guitar with heart and soul in my hands, if that makes any sense. And the Squier kind of feels like a husk. Not to talk down on that guitar, like, that would be great to mod. That wouldn't be something that, like, personally I would pick up and keep as is. I can see that for someone who likes a kind of funky body shape with, like, fun limited colors every now and again. Something that not everybody has. If you aren't afraid to do your own thing and kind of be your own person, definitely check out the Paranormal because it does bring something different to the table. It's just very light, it's very thin. Great modding platform. This guy would probably say stock just because it's got a very aggressive, very full sound.
Now, another question I want to pose real fast. Because at Guitar House, I played Ryan Burks, and I'm wondering if some of the criticism that we're having is due to the lack of setup on this, because this one was, the Squier is straight out of the box. And for me personally, I don't recall disliking Ryan's as much as I dislike this one.
Yeah, I don't personally care for this, but I do see who this is for.
Yeah.
Not for me. This one right here, more my speed.
Well, we tried. You should try one if you can. Buy whichever one you like.
If you're curious about these things, if you see one, try it out, you know, within reason if you can.
Yeah. So, with that said...
Well, hold on. I got a question. Okay, so for the audience, what was the last album that you fell in love with? Let us know in the comments down below. Adios.
Laters. I mean, it doesn't, you know, to say Cyclone Wars or Cy Wars doesn't really sound as cool as Jag Wars.
Side quest.
Yeah, side quests. Whatever Nelson thinks of. Yeah.
Tia just thought of it. I gotta steal thunder here.
Right? You know, whatever the man says.
Yeah, whatever, man. I was like, whatever the editor says, I'm just saying. Give him